I want all the records on Itoka we have. You tell the advisory. Family records, maybe. I want to meet her relatives. Whatever you want, Your Highness. The advisory has been pretty shaken recently, with the two of their members gone. They insist that the Duke would never be a traitor, but you can always hear the doubt in their voices. The King's advisory sure isn't all it's cracked up to be. Your father had an advisory, but you never saw them much. Now that you think about it, they probably resembled the quirking men before you. You leave, going back to your room where you're supposed to meet Shoto. Takashi pops out of nowhere. Where'd you come from? You laughed. I'm your personal guard, princess, he smirks. I'm always near whenever you want or not. That doesn't sound creepy at all. You walk down the hall, noticing, I'm going to butcher this name, the Kishimishuru decorations still hanging on the walls. They're mangled and torn, some fallen off. It makes you think of Inko and Izuku and wonder if they had gotten their special celebration, unlike due to the attack, but you still hope they did. Inko seems so excited about it. It makes you think about your home. Father used to celebrate it somewhat. Mainly the villagers would, though, and you recall the colorful decorations and merry feeling. Maybe you should give a little celebration. Perhaps when the king wakes up, it would be good for the kingdom, especially in the state it's in. Your mind wanders back to Itoka. Takashi, you say, turning to him, did Itoka ever mention her quirk to you? I barely remember her, princess, the guard sighs. So if she did, I'm useless anyways. Don't talk like that. You sigh. You can tell he feels bad. He was closest to her and he couldn't really remember her one bit. It would sound useless too. It's not your fault. You reassure Takashi. Hitoka is at fault. She used her quirk on you, but I still can't think about why. Thanks, Takashi says, but I still can't help but feel like I'm missing something. It's like I can feel her. No, wait, that sounds weird. Like she still has her hold on me. You smile, then get idea. Maybe it would help if you talked to Subuka. He probably feels the same. Maybe. I'll think about it. Your heart aches for the guard. You can tell he really wants to help. He just doesn't know how. Takashi, I have an idea. You smile. Since it's dangerous for me or Shoto to leave this castle, could you possibly go looking for whatever relatives we find? It would be a huge help, and maybe you'll get some memories back. He smiles wide, his face lightening up. You have a feeling he likes helping people. Of course, Your Highness. He chirps, giving you a thumbs up. You spot your fiancé standing by your bedroom door, and when he sees you, he smiles. Shoto, you greet him. How did you get any good information? Sabiyuka was willing to talk, thankfully, he replies. I remember all the questions, too. You grinned. Awesome. Now all we need to do is get rid of Itoka's hold on him. You turn to Takashi. The king's advisory should have the records on both Sabiyuka and Hitoka's relatives. Find them and figure out a way to stop her. I'll do my best, princess. The guard says, bowing, then he leaves you and Shoto alone, heading off to the advisory room. Princess, Shoto says softly, are you sure it's a good idea to go without your guard? You're right, you reply. So I guess I'll have to stick with you. Now, what did Sabiyuka say? It's pretty much confirmed that it's Hitoka's quirk, your fiancé states. But he said he can't get any more details about where they are. He also said his father's quirk is much like his, but he's not sure if it will work, since he's the reflection. He said he felt fine if you weren't around too, and then told me something strange. What? Something about what the Duke said before he disappeared. Remember how the note said, kill my family, and now, well, he's trying to kill you? You get what he's hinting at, but you don't want to believe it. No. Sabiyuka said that you're the Duke's daughter. That's impossible. My father got me from 2 commoners because of my quirk. You never felt anything towards your biological parents, or rather, the ones you've heard from King Muzuka. He always said they sold you willingly, but they never struck you in the heart or anything. You've never gotten mad, but the Duke? Your father's a traitor. Why would he sell you to a king anyways? Why would King Muzukai buy you from a duke, even though you're from rivaling kingdoms? I don't believe it, you say. Shoto looks concerned, though. Well, he replies, you don't have to, but it all makes sense, sort of. Why wouldn't my father tell me? Why wouldn't Hiro? Your brother? Shoto asks. It's probably he didn't know, Angel. And if it is true, the Duke's wife is dead. There used to be rumors of him having a child, but you wanted to forget all about it. It doesn't matter, does it? It just gives you all the more reason to hate the League. It doesn't matter, you say, as if trying to convince yourself. The only thing that can trace from that is our quirk. His quirk must be similar to mine. That's the only reason this information is valid. Right, Shoto agrees. He takes your hand as if he knows you're lying to yourself. First Hitoka and Mira, and now a father you don't even know you had. Rage boils under your skin, begging to let it loose. And you don't want to.